Dustin, Ohio is a market we were very excited about whenever it went live. Has not been live for all that long, and we already have some people looking to change stuff there.
Yeah, we have Ohio looking to up the tax rate from the 10% tax rate on sports betting revenue passed in 2021, raise it up to 20%. We have language moving through the legislature there. It's hard to argue with this, that 10% is a pretty industry friendly number. 20% is kind of more in line. It obviously makes it a little harder to make money, but it's something that certainly that the companies can bear. When they volunteered for 51% in New York, it's hard to argue that they can't function with 20% across the board. So we'll see if this gets to the finish line. But the Ohio Senate passed that higher sports betting rate, and we'll see if it gets to finally gets there, and we're paying the sportsbooks are paying a little more on tax in Ohio in the long term.
Yeah, Adam, I don't know if we will get to a point where, states are trying to kind of keep in line with one another. We know we've seen vastly different laws. We've seen vastly different policies from state to state. But I do think as we move along and we progress, there might be kind of a bucket that everyone ends up kind of sitting in, between kind of here and here, and that, what makes sense for the state a little bit more or whatever. But I think we're, you don't want to be on the low end. You don't want to be on the super high end, but can we find kind of a happy medium where it's great for the state? It's great. The books can still make money. Everyone can kind of be, joyous together with all this.
Joyous together, as we are on this podcast. It's exactly what we all seek, is joyous together. The reason that I put this story on the rundown is exactly what you just said, Matt. The idea here is that New York has its 51, Pennsylvania has its effective 36, and then you go to Nevada with 6 3/4, or Ohio with 10%. And I think what you're seeing is that we've seen movement in both sides to try to come to more of a middle once we see what the industry actually produces. And to be clear, this passed through the Senate. It was rejected in the House. And so this will go to a conference committee to figure out whether it goes anywhere. It was a budget mechanism after earlier didn't gain traction to be able to move this forward. So we'll watch what's going on in Ohio. We've already seen that certain states that were allowing promo deductions are no longer allowing promo deductions, and it's just the next phase of legislative and regulatory activity that we'll be covering at Legal Sports Report.